Hi there, my name is Sultana Muzikir of sultanamuzikir.com. I'm a handmade designer and maker who loves everything handmade. And in this video, I thought I'd do a little something different. Like many of you, I have a lot of leftover squares and motifs that I've made for different projects, and they've been gathering up, and I don't know what to do with them. They're just taking up space. So I decided I was going to take some of these squares and motifs and try to make something with it. So I decided that I am going to try to make a scarf. So I took some of the motifs here and I lined them up the best I could with the colors, and I'm going to sew them together. I'll probably crochet them together with a slip stitch, and I'm going to attempt to make a scarf. So let's get to it and let's see what we come out with. Before I joined this square together with this one, I thought it was a little smaller than this one, so I took some of this yarn and I made a single crochet border first, and then I joined the two squares together with a slip stitch, and I'm going to go down the row, and any squares that I think look too small, I'm going to add either one or two rows of single crochet to get the squares as even as possible. And I'm going to join them together with this gold color yarn in my size iodine crochet hook, and I will meet you back after I finish sewing them together, and we will go from there. Now I have all the squares together with a slip stitch on each one of them, and you can see where I put a single crochet around some of the squares, trying to make them a little bigger. And I did it for most of the squares except for this one down here. I didn't put anything around here, so when I joined it together with the slip stitch, it looks a little different from these, and it's a little off center, but that's how it's working out with these leftover squares. So now I'm going to join each section together across horizontally, and I'm going to match each side, put the wrong side together, and make a slip stitch across the top so that each section will be joined together, and I'll come back and let you see how that worked out. I made a slip knot, attach my hook, and that first stitch I'm going to attach first stitch on both sides with a slip stitch. Then the next stitch, go on to both single crochet loops, and on the other side both the single crochet loops. Make a slip stitch. And pull it yarn to the first loop and the second loop to make the slip stitch. And it can be a little tricky because some of these stitches are different from the others, because these are left over from other projects. So 2 loops. So I'm going to continue making slip stitches all the way across, and continue attaching each segment until I finish everything, and then I'll come back and show you what I have so far and see what I'm going to do next. So I'm back, and I have stitched with a slip stitch each one of these square and made this long part of my scarf. And this section here, I decided I'm not going to use this because I don't like the way it looks with the rest of the squares. So I'm going to toss that to the side. And this scarf so far is measuring about, let's see, I'm going to say 35 inches, about 35 inches. So I want my scarf to be at least 60 inches. So I'm going to add 12.5 inches to the end of each one of these scarf ends. And I'm going to use the gold yarn again here. And I'm going to make a single crochet, one single crochet across the bottom of each bottom across here. And then after that, I'm going to make half double crochets. So 12.5 inches of half double crochets on each side. And I'll meet you back after I finish. Now I have all of my squares sewn together to form my scarf, and I added 12.5 inches of half double crochets to each end of the scarf here. And I decided to put one row of single crochet. I used navy blue yarn, and I made one row of single crochets around the entire scarf to add some contrast. And one last thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add some tassels to the bottom of the scarf. And after I add the tassels, I'll come back and let you see how it looks. So I'm back, and this is my finished scarf. These are the swatches that I had left over when I made different videos that I crocheted together with a slip stitch. And then I added half double crochets, 12.5 inches of half double crochets to each side to make this scarf longer. And I added one row of single crochets around the entire scarf, as you can see here. And I decided to add some tassels to the bottom, and I used the navy blue just to make a contrast between the different colors. So I added these loop tassels to the bottom of the scarf to finish it. So what do you think? What do you think about this scarf? I'd like to have your thoughts on that. And let's see. You think that you would try making a scarf? Your leftover squares or swatches? I think it came out pretty good. And If you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell so you can be notified when I upload new videos. And in the meantime, I'd love to know what you think about this scarf. If you can leave your opinion in the comments below. And in the meantime, thank you for watching and have a great day.